Hey everyone, today I will be doing the review of the Bellroy Venture Hip Bag. So I got this bag about a month ago and we brought it to Italy with us on our trip, on our sailing trip this time around. And it's really been very pleasant to use. I really enjoyed it. So today I'm going to cover what I do like, what I didn't like, and just the overall construction of the bag. So let's start with the specs. So it is a 1.5 liter bag. There is two main compartments. It is made with a recycled synthetic polyester fiber. It does have these kind of water resistant zipper tapes. This is not waterproof. It just is water resistant. The material itself is quite water resistant, but obviously you can't dunk it in water and stuff like that. When you open it up, now I have things in here. There is in the first compartment, there's a little slit here so you can put different items in there. It also does have, oops, that's my elastic. I have to dig a little bit, but there is a key fob attached to this so you don't lose your keys and stuff like that. And then when you open up the main compartment, it's a bit messy in here, but there is a little sleeve, your main compartment. And then in the back, there is a padded sleeve for your phone. Now my phone, I'm using my phone to film, so it's not in here, but it's very secure and very easily accessible. Then you have your belt strap or your shoulder strap, and then a buckle that is made with a magnet. So it's super easy to undo. You can do it single-handedly, but otherwise it's quite secure. Now what I do like about the bag is its size primarily. So it is really the perfect size on my chest. It's not too big, not too small. I like, especially for traveling, I like carrying a lot of, essentials with me. So this gives me plenty of space to put them all in there without feeling like the bag is going to explode, as opposed to a 1 liter bag. So that extra 0.5 really makes a difference. I do very much like the magnetic clasp. It has never come undone on its own, but I do feel like with the right pressure it might fall off, so you do have to be careful with that. But otherwise, because of the way the weight falls, it is very secure. The ribbon itself, or the nylon strap, is of a very nice quality. It's very soft, so it does not irritate the skin when it's on you, even if you're in a tank top or something like that. The zippers are very smooth. I haven't had any issues with them. It's very well constructed, so you are paying for a good quality belt bag, or very good quality belt bag actually. Even the inside, right? So they've really thought about the usage of it. So in the back where your phone would go, it's actually a soft velour padded material, so your phone doesn't get scratched up. Arguably, you could maybe even put like some very slim, flexible sunglasses back there. Their sleeve in the front is a mesh material that is elastic, so if you put more things, it'll expand out. So you can tell that they've put a lot of thought and detail into the actual design and usability of the bag, which is really nice. Even with the toggle here, there's a little rubber tip at the top, so just by feel, you can really pull on it without having to search for your zipper puller. And I love the details of different textures and materials that they've put into this. Now, in product development and production, we know that the more types of materials you have, the more production minimum order quantity issues that you run into. So they've really committed to, building a product that looks good, feels good, and not think about that minimum order quantity issue. Being in the industry for a long time, we sometimes make decisions based on the material minimum order quantities. I don't want to get on a whole rant about that, but just there's a more subtle texture here. There's more of like a ripstop texture here and here, and this is the same material that comes to the front. They have the strap. The lining is one material in the front compartment. Is it one material color in the front compartment? It's gray. And then in the back compartment, there is, the kind of matching coloration, the elasticized mesh, and then even the velour. So there's quite a lot of different components in here, and I do like that they've actually did a binding to finish off the edge here. This is a lot more robust than some of the other finishes I've seen in some other belt bags. And so all in all, very satisfied. I think the only two things that I wish this bag had is this dongle here. I wish this was elasticized. So, and I know this is quite common, but when you have a key fob like this, and this is a lobster claw are not super easy to manipulate. It's nice to have an elasticized loop here so you can actually stretch it and just, you know, do what you have to do with your keys and then pop it back in without having to actually take your keys off. The other piece is I'm not a big fan of this type of lobster claws because over time, this is more likely to break than the ones with the little lever. So that's just a personal preference of mine. The other thing that I kind of wish they had was, I wish there was a secret flat zipper compartment in the back for my passport and cash for my travels. Just wait for that boat to pass. So those are really the only two things. Otherwise, I really enjoy the bag. I love that the logo is subtle. It doesn't scream in your face. I love that they've put so much detail and thought into the overall construction and design of the bag. It feels very robust. I've used it for a whole month now and it's been really great in travel. Oh, one last thing that I really like is they've actually put the strap on a slant. So it actually sits on your body as a side bag really comfortably. I've seen sometimes bags where they just slide it into the straight slot here and then you tend to have this weird fold. Bellroy really thought about that slant when you're, you know, carrying it, and the angle is just perfect. So like I said, a lot of small details that have made this bag really interesting, and they do have very nice colors. This one is currently on sale, I think for 65 Canadian, and usually the bag, I'll have to put in the price in the notes below. I don't know in my heart right now, but highly recommend it. I'm actually considering maybe we should bring this onto our Nomad story shop, but we'll see where that goes. I am in contact with them and hopefully we can get a couple of more things to test out and see if it fits our travel lifestyle, and hopefully be able to bring you guys more Bellroy reviews. Have a great one and always safe travels.